expected to see more reality. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the beautiful Brad P. Smith Center for Business and Innovation, where today we are proud to welcome Tony Gibson as the 32nd coach in Marshall football history. When I saw Coach Gibson in the hallway of the Shuey building the other day, it was much different than the last time that he and I got to see each other, which was about a 30-degree rainy night on Huntington High's Hill while Huntington High and Cabell Midland were playing, and we were both trying to get coffee. The reason that I tell you that story is this, because Coach Gibson and I were sitting there, we're soaked, we're cold, but he looked at me and he looked at the atmosphere that night for the battle for the Shield, and he said, "You know what, I love this. This is home." And it's great to have Coach Gibson coming home. Just to give you a rundown really quick, we'll hear from each of our speakers today, and once Coach Gibson finishes up, we will have a media Q&A, a brief media Q&A, in which Coach can be asked questions by members of the media. Steve Cotton will pass that mic around, so for the members of the media, please raise your hand, and he will get you that mic, and we will take those questions from Coach, okay? Now, I get the privilege of introducing another successful West Virginian. It means a lot to me, a lot to this university. Someone that knows what greatness from the Mountain State is and has really instilled it in all of us here at Marshall University. Our president, Brad P. Smith.
Another milestone moment in Marshall athletics. I want to begin by thanking and congratulating Coach Charles Huff. What he accomplished in 4 years here speaks for itself. We are sitting here today, the Sun Belt Conference champions. I also want to tell you that we celebrate and respect anyone who actually advanced their personal and their professional dreams when they're at Marshall University, because that is what we're about. So even though his aspirations led him elsewhere, we want to thank him for his contributions. We wish him, Jessica, BJ, Bo, and Blaze much happiness and success in their next destination. Please give a round of applause. Now, on the theme of destination, today is a momentous day for Marshall University and for all of Herd Nation. It's a day that reminds us of who we are, reminds us of where we've come from, and reminds us of where we are headed. We are here today to welcome home a coach, a competitor, a leader, and a native son of West Virginia. But more than that, we're here to celebrate the power of destination, a place that is chosen with purpose and with passion. Coach Tony Gibson is more than just an incredibly talented and amazing and inspirational coach. He's someone who understands the importance of destination. And let me tell you why that matters at Marshall University. First of all, Marshall University is the destination. For many, Marshall's story is written in the annals of greatness. Its legacy is understood and respected around the world. But for others, Marshall is the dream. It is their goal. It is their destination. Coach Gibson has coached at elite programs. He has competed with and against the best in the nation. Yet his heart always yearned for Marshall. This is where he wanted to be, not by accident, not by circumstance, but by choice. Today, he's reached that destination, a place where he can combine his talent, his vision, and his passion with the storied tradition of Marshall University. Second, for some, the place you begin is the place we want to come home to. Coach Gibson's story started in these mountains, a place where resilience is a birthright and dreams are forged. His journey has taken him to places where he has touched the clouds. He's been at the highest levels of college athletics, but no matter where his path led, the mountains were calling him home. This is not just a return. It's a reunion with the people and the places that have shaped who he's become. Marshall is more than his next chapter. It's his destination. And last but not least, with Coach Gibson, championships remain Marshall's destination. He knows what it takes to win. He has done it throughout his career, winning championships, building programs, developing players to compete at the most elite level. But at Marshall, he understands it requires more than wins and losses. It's about our legacy. It's about our why. And it is about playing for something bigger than ourselves. Coach Gibson has embraced this challenge. He sees the potential, and he is excited about this expectation because his goal is clear: to lead the Thundering Herd to glory, both on and off the field. Today, we welcome home a coach who loves the story of Marshall University, who believes in the power of Herd Nation, and sees the bright future we have ahead. Coach Gibson, welcome to your destination. Herd Nation, welcome to the next era of excellence. God bless, go Herd. Now it's my privilege to introduce an incredibly innovative and courageous athletic director who's willing to actually blaze trails instead of following paths. Someone who has set our athletics group up for the next chapter of great, Christian Spears.
All right, new rule, Tony. Do not follow Brad Smith. Right? So you understand why, and all the things that we've been talking about. You know, let's echo what Brad said about Coach Huff. Just a tremendous job. We did exactly what we set out to do together 3 years ago. And that was to win a Sun Belt championship. I can't thank him enough for the team he put together and the staff he put together to help us all, this community, win again after a 10-year hiatus. Thank you, Coach Huff. You know, this is a green jacket day, right? And some of my staff knows what that means, and they like to tease me about it. Anytime, I don't wear suits very often. The only time I normally wear the green jacket is when we're hiring somebody. We're going to bring an amazing person to the Herd. So this is a green jacket day, and we are bringing an amazing person and an amazing family to join us here at Marshall. This is the 9th time that Brad and I have recruited a head coach, and at each and every time that we've done that, we've looked for 4 simple principles. And we want to understand, do they have a connection to this place? Do they have a connection to our people? Do they know their passion and their purpose? And when we met with Tony, every box was checked. It was so evident right from the very beginning that we were going to get a person that shaped exactly who this community can be, and that together we would be able to accomplish anything. So during the interview, it actually allowed us to learn a little bit more about each other. So we got to understand the person a little bit deeper than we normally do. And we do ask a series of questions, and one of them was a simple one. Why Marshall? Why now? And what does it mean to you to be the head coach at Marshall? Tony answered the question, and when he did, he used 4 words. I don't think he knew that what he was doing when he used these 4 words, I would later write down, and it would help shape how I would introduce him. Nevertheless, he said them in our interview. Here's what he said. It's a chance to honor every coach that helped me along the way. This is someone who never forgot his roots and the people that poured into him to help him get to where he is. Reflect on your journey. You think about the people you have worked with that helped you along the way, that inspired you to be great, because you want to honor them for the guidance and support they provided. Because of them, I have the ability to return home to do the thing I love the most around the people I care about the most in the state that I'm from. When he answered the question, it almost gave me the chills, right? He said it means opportunity. It means you have taken all the lessons learned, all the stored situations and coaching scenarios, that you convinced yourself that someday your opportunity will come. And when it does, you will be ready, you'll relish it, and you will know what to do, and you will thrive and win. He said it means the mission was a success. Carrie and him have been on this journey together, and the outcome is finally here. The efforts, the sacrifices that have led to this moment, his head coaching opportunity. It's a Marshall moment, like we've gotten so used to having, where his family and friends get to be a part of the dream that he made a reality. He ended with, it means everything. When I played it back and reviewed my notes, it spelled home, honor, opportunity, mission, everything. Coach Gibson and his family are going to engage this community. They're going to excite people about our football program. They're going to bring amazing energy to everything they do. They're going to seek excellence, and they're not going to stop until it's found. And we are all going to enjoy it, because we all love this special place we call home. And this place just means everything to all of us. So we are all going to pour everything we have into this, and we are all going to welcome home Tony Gibson and his amazing family. So here it is, the official welcome home, Coach Gibson, Carrie, Ashton, Cody, and your awesome family. Together with this community and this university, we can accomplish anything and everything. Thank you for choosing Marshall. Let's go do something great together with this amazing community and university. The 32nd head coach in the history of Marshall football, please welcome Tony Gibson.
I've been doing a lot of recruiting, so I had to write out my stuff. I was a little busy being a Christian and Brad. But first off, I will tell you, I'm not a soft person. I feel like I am a pretty tough guy. I will break down today at some point, so bear with me. Hell, that didn't take long. Speak rather quick. Turn the other way. First off, got on a Zoom call with Brad Smith and Christian Spears, and again, within the first 5 or 6 words, through those guys, it was a done deal. It was done. And I will tell you all the story. I know this was the best kept secret in college football these last 2 weeks, right? But Monday morning, I wake up and I get a phone call from another university and I get a job offer. I said, you gotta hold off. I got a call later today. It was a little bit longer. Hold it off. Can't get together. We get on a Zoom call. And again, Brad started, Christian started, and within a few minutes, it was a done deal. We talked for 45 minutes. It was a done deal in my mind. I just hope they wanted me. But we talked a little longer, and we got to the end, and they said, why Marshall? And I broke down in front of them, so I'm thinking, well, they're going to see I'm pretty soft, so they probably won't hire me. I have to figure something else out. But just thank those guys so much for this process of what they did. And I know everybody understands that Marshall had a great team this year, had a great season. And what I want to do is keep this thing going. There's a standard now in this league. I'm not coming in here trying to be Joe Coach. What I'm trying to be is Tony Gibson. And what you all will get from Tony Gibson is the best of me every single day. And I want to honor that team and congratulate that team. I had a team meeting with the boys on Monday, and I congratulated them. I'm proud of them. I met with every guy individually in my office, and we talked through things. So, congratulations to Coach Huff. His staff did a great job. My job is to continue the success here in the Sun Belt Conference, and we're going to do that. But also, you know, Mike Valentine has been a really, really good help this week, and his staff. The whole senior athletic staff has done an amazing job helping me transition, my family. Can't thank them enough. The Board of Governors, thank you. I know how important this place is to you all, and thank you for believing in me as well. You know, to my family, my wife Carrie, please stand up. Put you on the spot. So Carrie and I, we've lived all over the country, you know, coaching young men, trying to mold young men, and she's been step by step. She is my offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator. I don't have to worry about social media or the media ripping me. She does it enough. So. She has the best play calls every Saturday night after the game. But my daughter Ashton, my son Cody, daughter-in-law Aaron, and my two grandsons, Mac and CJ. They are all here with us, and we are all home. So Brad and Christian both said it, that this means so much to us to be living in the same state, be able to see those guys, let them wear that Kelly green, run on that field at the Joan. It's going to be awesome. So can't wait to get to that point. Going back, I'm sorry, my brother Chuck, my sister-in-law Steph are right here. I think they were the first ones in Huntington today. So thank you for coming. I've got a lot of great friends here. Thank you all. Moving on to what started all this. At 14 years old, my brother and I, we lived in Boone County by ourselves in a trailer. Boone County, there you go, man, West Virginia. But we were together there, and it just made us stronger, made us believe who we are, and just we had to work hard to get out of there, out of a small coal mining town, and go to Glenville State College and play football. And honestly, you know, the high school coaches, Steve Bradley being one of them, Eddie Hendricks, those guys poured so much into me to keep me on track. And not many people have made it out of there in college athletics, getting degrees and moving on. And because of those guys, I said at that point, I'm going to be a coach because of the impact that they had in my life. I'm going to pause for 1 second. Also, so many coaches after that, college coaches I've worked with, have just had such an impact, and I want to thank all of them. I do want to thank Boo Corrigan and Dave Dorn at NC State. They were awesome in this transition and helped me so much to prepare for this opportunity and supported me the whole way and wanted this for me. So thank those guys. But my why is my family, and my why is I want to give back to the game that's given so much to me. Okay? And that is my why. That's what I want to do. And trust me when I tell you this, Marshall is going to get my best every single day. Those kids are going to get my best every single day. Okay? And moving forward with this team, you know, again, I've met a lot with them, love who they are, love what they're all about, love their grit on the field, and I'm just going to continue to build that and keep these guys going in the right direction. So, next thing, you know, the outpouring support in this community, okay, this fan base, it's pretty passionate. And I found that out again last week when all this stuff got leaked. I don't know how. I tell you what, Twitter was blowing up, the phone was blowing up. We couldn't hide from it. So, but I loved it and just sat and embraced it. And just the outpouring from the former players. I got a text message. Melvin Cunningham texted me the other day. Will King, a lot of guys have reached out that have played here and put their blood, sweat, and tears in this. I'm going to hire Marshall people, guys that played here. I'm going to hire people on our staff that have West Virginia ties. They have blood in the bricks and understands what it means to represent the Thundering Herd. And we are going to build this staff out and can't wait to get all my guys in here and get moving. So just really excited about that. The next thing I want to talk about, and just had a very surreal moment over there with Keith Morehouse. Went to the fountain. And, you know, I was telling Keith, he told me the whole story, everything about it, and just got emotional just listening to him and what that means to you all. And I told Keith, every day that I put that Kelly green on, I'm going to remember and I'm going to honor. Every day that I pull up to the Joan, I'm going to remember and I'm going to honor. And every time that I take that turf with our team, practice or playing, I am going to honor and remember that. And as we all know, we are because they were. And that means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to my to the Herd brothers, I know that this program is very important. I got some guys in the crowd that I know have played here. Shannon, see him over here. So, just everything, again, that you all put into this. I'm going to honor you, and we're going to make you proud of what we have and what we represent. And Ralph Street, my first official hire. Hopefully Ralph is not here and he is recruiting right now. So I can't tell you how excited I am to be here, how excited I am to be home. And when you look for this opportunity, the thing that I wanted the most and the place that I wanted to be the most was a place that cares. And a place that where you're going to get full support from the fan base, the administration, the players, and what people understand of the traditions around this university. And I am proud to be your coach, and I will give you every ounce of effort I have every day. And trust me when I tell you this, okay? I am home, and I am staying home. Carrie and I have had, this is going to be our 16th house that we're going to move into in Huntington, and it is going to be our last house. Sorry, I'm almost done here. I'm rambling a little bit. So core values of our program is so you all know what we will work off of. The number one thing is family. Okay? Accountability, discipline, toughness, loyalty, and hard work. And we're going to be involved in this community. Our players are going to be involved. Our coaches are going to be involved. And we're going to do things that make you all proud, not only on the field, but off the field. When we walk through campus, we're going to represent ourselves the right way. Our coaches, our players, everybody. And we're going to be a part of your all's lives, whether you like it or not. Okay, we're going to be around. And we're going to be here to support everything in this community. And we're going to give back to what you all gave to us and what you do for us every Saturday. I promise you that. We will be a part of all this, okay? And I know it's an exciting time for me. It's an exciting time for this football program, and we have a lot of work to do, okay, as we know. And the way college football, the landscape of college football right now is different than what we're all used to. That's okay. All right, we'll fight through it. We're going to get the right guys here, and we're going to get the guys that want to be here. Okay, and there's a lot of these guys on this team that made some emotional decisions Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I've met with every one of those kids, and we're moving forward. We're getting going, and we're going to be just fine. And we will have enough, okay, to start spring ball and do things. We'll have enough, I promise. So, the last thing, again, what you're getting with me as your coach, you know, I've always lived this way. I don't have a chip on my shoulder, okay, I have a boulder. Okay? It's not a chip, and I have one on each shoulder, and I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to get my own program started, okay, with the support of you all and these players and this great coaching staff that we're going to hire, and build something that you all will be proud of. And, you know, I just cannot wait. I can't tell you how excited I am for that. So, in closing, again, I can't stress it enough. I love the state of West Virginia, and I love the people of West Virginia. And again, I don't want to be anywhere else, and we're not going anywhere else. This is it for me. Okay, I'm going to end it right here at Marshall University. I promise you. One last thank you, okay, to Christian, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but one last thank you. Thank you for scheduling Georgia as my first game. I hope they do. But, well, moving forward here. Grant.
All righty. One last round of applause for our new coach, Tony Gibson. Coach Gibson, if you don't
Hold up
mind.
1 second here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I had this right at the top of my page. Coach Pruitt, stand up for me, Coach. I tell you, I had a phone call with Coach Pruitt last week. I looked at my phone, we were done. It was 61 minutes. Okay? And Coach Pruitt talked 59 and a half minutes. But no, I tell you, what a great, great man. You talk about somebody that loves Marshall and loves this community. That guy is unreal. And I told him, he said, now, Coach, I'm just going to give you my opinion. You don't have to take it, listen to it. I said, Coach, hold up. I want you to give it to me every day, and I'm going to take everything. I want to be like that guy right there. What he did for this program, unbelievable. Thank you, Coach, for everything in these last couple of weeks and the support that you've given me. It means a lot. All right, Grant, sorry, bud.
No problem, buddy. All right, for members of the media, please raise your hand and I'll bring the mic around to you.
Hi, Coach. Again, thank you for the kind words. With your recruiting history, it's been awfully good. You've got some great West Virginia players down in Raleigh. How much will you commit locally? There's been some real Division I talent to come out of here lately. What do you think about the recruiting angle and local players in high schools?
Yeah, we are going to have our footprint in recruiting is going to start in this state. As we all know, we've got to take care of our own state. And obviously, we're going to count Kentucky, Ohio into the valley here, and we're going to recruit the whole state of West Virginia. Here's the one good thing that I don't need a GPS to get to any high school in this area. So we are going to be in there, and if they're good enough for us to win the Sun Belt Championship with and get into the playoff, we're going to recruit those guys to Marshall. I'm not going to recruit guys that aren't good enough just because they're from our state. If they're good enough for us to help us win, we are going to recruit those guys. I promise you that.
Hi, Coach Tim Stevens from the Herald Dispatch. How quickly can you assemble a staff, or have you already?
It's already done. We're just waiting. So we got everybody but one guy hired right now.
Hey, Tony, Mark Martin.
Hi, Mark.
Long time no see. Let's talk about your days of winning championships, and they kind of started with our good buddy Steve there to Vance, who championship success started early in your life.
Yeah, we, at Van High School, and I don't know if you guys, you should know, but Steve Bradley was one of my high school coaches. In the Van, in a small school, everybody played football, basketball, baseball, and those are the only three sports we have, but we all played them. And so all of our coaches, Coach Bradley was our defense coordinator on the football team. He was an assistant basketball coach. He was our head baseball coach. So, but Coach Bradley, they had the state record in the state of West Virginia for, I think it was 12 straight appearances in the state tournament. And how many did you win, Coach? Just 5 of them. So we won 5, and I was privileged to be on 2 of those. So winning, it was all about winning. And again, you know, we had a chip on our shoulder at Van. We were a little single-A school. I graduated with 82 people at Van. That was maybe one of the biggest classes to ever come out of there. I think right now there are probably enrollments right around 200 kids. And but that's where it all started, on how to win and how to believe. And then obviously we had a lot of success when I went to Glenville State. We played in the national championship. We won 2 or 3 conference championships in a row. And you know, and it just kept continuing in the career, and, you know, just having great people around you and great coaches.
Hi, Coach Paul Swank, Kendrick, can you finish this up?
You mentioned you spoke to the players. Is there anything you could possibly share from those conversations where there's a lot of angst about, hey, will there be a lot of players that are going to enter the transfer portal, come back out of the transfer portal? If you share some of those conversations.
Yeah, so I'll tell you exactly how the whole team meeting happened. I went in and congratulated them on winning the championship. And here's what I told them. I didn't make any decision. The only decision I made with all this is I wanted to be here. When I got offered the job, I chose to be your head football coach. I wanted to be your head football coach, and I wanted to come home. And anytime coaches leave to take other jobs, it is emotional. And kids that are 18 to 22 years old are going to make emotional decisions instead of just grieving for a day or two and breathing. So again, early in the week, it was a lot harder. Later in the week, I'm communicating with all these kids through phone calls, text messages, have meetings set up all day tomorrow, all day Saturday. And I'm here. I brought 3 suitcases on the plane. I'm right here. I'm not leaving. So when we sell the house, Carrie will pack it up. She's done it 15 other times.
Coach Ryan Wilson, Channel 13. Over 20 years as an assistant, you've seen a lot of football, coached for a lot of great head coaches. What have you learned in that time about being a head coach from those guys you looked up to?
Yeah, and I've had the honor to work for a lot of great head football coaches. And there's actually one of them that just got hired up at the school up north. So I think it's time Friends of Cold Bowl again. What do you think? But just and I tell you, when you're an assistant coach, and again, this is year 30. I just finished year 30, and man, I thought, man, when I go to be a head coach, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I know I have my plan. Well, let me tell you what happened to that plan Monday morning. When I walked into that facility, in that team room, and you're never prepared until you step into that and go and hit it on, take it on full speed. It was different. I tell you, I lost 7 pounds. If this head coaching thing, I'm gonna be really good. I'm gonna get down about 20, 25 more pounds. But I didn't realize I didn't eat until 11:30 that night when I got back to the hotel. So, but it was meeting. I had to go do this, that, photo shoot, I was like, wow. I wasn't ready for that. What I am ready for, okay, is I understand how to put a staff together. I understand who we want to recruit, the type of kids we want to recruit. And so that piece of it, I think, is the easier part. It's all the issues that you're dealing with as a head coach, especially in today's game. And in what we've all seen, it's starting to run out, great coaches in our profession. Nick Saban's, those guys walked away from it. And, but we're going to take it on full speed and we're going to go. And again, a lot of great head coaches I've worked for have taught me a lot.
All right, Coach Ben Anderson, WFL Marshall student, right? The upcoming bowl game, of course, Tyler Lockett being the interim head coach for that game. What kind of role do you plan against Army here in a few weeks?
Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm here for a resource for those guys. I'm going to support our players. I'm going to watch them practice, which will give me time to evaluate, be around them, just kind of see how things flow. And what these kids are all about. So I'm looking forward to watching that and being around the kids. And if they want to talk, after practices, watch film with me, I'm here for them. So I'm just going to be a supporter for them and the staff at this point.
All righty. One last time for our new head coach, Tony Gibson. With that will end today's press conference. We thank you all for coming. For media members, we'll be up on this second level for more interviews. Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Good seeing you.
All right, y'all. That's it. Checking out. Go Herds. Go ahead. I got.